Yep. I believe that when I was telling people how I was having momentary lapses of what seems like consciousness, where I forget what I just said, and I can feel a kind of ripple frequency as if it's being played or put in my environment to do so. And I believe that the humans who worked with alien intelligence at some point to do this MK Ultra took that and turned it into Wi-Fi, turned it into G, right? Who knows what the G really stands for? Gigahertz. Gigahertz. Wow, that was just some that's true. And there could be some alien beings, if not yet, will be angry that you did this. It's you took our ideas, but it's who you did it on. It's who it's affecting, which would be the problem here. But I think that these other beings are just proving through me when I say this that they have been erasing and messing with memory, swiping and swapping for over 30 years. Swapping, but swiping has been about 70. Which just now, I mean, that's all we can go by is how we feel about a situation or somebody physically. That's it. Why do I feel like I missed these people, this person, this job? Why do I feel like I keep getting drawn back to this? Or there's something that they want you to try to pull. There could be a gift that we have that they want us to tap into to bring those memories back. And I also believe that a lot of this memory, this cellular memory shit, was keeping people from that could have been keeping people more bound in a certain situation than the person that they were with that we call a soul tie. It could have been all these memories from other lifetimes, and it is possible that the gods, that these beings couldn't mess with certain beings with their memory, so you could have had the most trauma. Okay, this makes sense. And you would have had to give them authority. Did you do that? Because I did, and it's been pretty painful having this shit. When I asked for them, and it just by feeling, whether I knew it or not, and it could have been that and a mix of listening to certain subliminals where now they have to come in with heavy gauge shit and handle something. We could be imprisoned here because we don't know the sign language that says I'm ready to go. This would be for the Anunnaki type where karma doesn't apply to you because you always handle everything the way it's supposed to be handled, and you experience some cause and effect. That's just natural. And maybe you're just tired. I feel like nobody's listening. If I came here to help those ascend, I regret it dearly and I'm ready to go. Do it in your mind. You know what I mean? Let them know that you're ready to go. And I believe that they will set up for transport. I'm going to be that honest. I think that's the prison planet for higher vibrational, higher ascended master type. For everybody else, it is the working, the chain gang thing. It would be different for everybody. For others, it's this spiritual practice, waiting for salvation or waiting for a savior. You know what I mean? But it's kept people stuck in a cage. For others, it is you wound up not trusting spiritual other beings, but relying on those where you were warned in some way not to trust that lawyer, or you know what I mean? Don't talk to these friends after all this. Let us handle it for you. And now you wound up literally in prison for your life. All in prison in some way. Differently, sure. This is... God, that reminds me of a ship. This looks like Mothership to me. I know. Well, every time they hit me with this shit, it's a combination of memories getting erased, which is activating things just by having those memories of horrible shit in other lifetimes in this lifetime removed. DNA that I had removed, I asked for it anyway, and it was pretty painful. They could have even used others to use devices on me that they knew were gonna facilitate DNA retrieval and removal. Okay, I like that. Yep, I do. I'm not even going to get into how painful it was. This is the Mothership with the strength at the bottom, definitely. This is Star Station, Stargate, for those that believe in this. In this lifetime, you could be the child of a karmic male. And this reminds me of, no, what's the, Close Encounters, even poltergeist type thing. And whatever happens here, this feels like putting boundaries up. You know, I put boundaries up with this one because if I don't, there seems to be boundaries forced when it comes to opportunity for me. Yeah. So let me be the boundary builder. I feel like some things could be blocked, okay? And this doesn't have to be even a father, but this is just some type of male where they always play victim. That's what this is, victim. And this is another reason why opportunities could be blocked. Maybe part of what you're here for, and then say, is to help these karmic males understand that the reason why it seems like they had to struggle or engage in so much criminal behavior, criminal acts, is because of whatever this is that you came here to do. This is teaching them to put boundaries up, right? Which is just taking a break, taking a pause, maybe not saying things so impulsively. That's a boundary. Hey, listen, you want to hang out? And there's no reason. It's not saving your life or putting it in danger. You just don't want to. Boundary. No, I'm good. I'm good this week. With no explanation, that's a serious boundary. When you put a wall up or you deny something and then you explain it, it's like a halfway. It's one of those, those doors where fucking Opie, right? With the freaking half door that opens. What is the point? Yeah, and breaking poverty spells, okay? Feeling abandoned by mothers. You did your job. This is what you let them know with these hand gestures. My mission is complete. I'm ready to go. Wherever you go, you know what kind of person you are. This is, it's undeniable that I'm going to the grandest of places when I pass. Nina, you are correct. And you are Atlantis bound, darling. I don't know how much you believe in that shit with what I say, but if I say it, it is. Okay. You have an amazingly blessed and a day full of wonderful opportunities. Yeah, for all time and thereafter. Yep, that is so. So, this is denying doing anything impulsively too. Let me think through some steps here. And maybe even be a few steps ahead. I can think a few steps first here while I'm planning a few steps ahead. This just trains your brain and it strengthens your brain. Yeah, just getting into impulsive relationships and then kind of teetering back and forth with whether I'm happy, right? This is, again, with these two people, with the world. These are soulmates in the universe. Denying, like me doing this impulsively. This is interrupting our own flow too, whether knowingly or unknowingly, with these types or the decisions or the lack of decision. When Elon turns on this button and you all feel that on your private parts, you're a predator now. I'm going to say again that could even be a brother of his, that because a lot of people had twins or triplets that may not know about. Some did, and some never knew that they had them because they were also victims of the same shit before that they're doing now, which would be someone's crazy way of saying, haha, I did it to you. A long time ago? Well, 12 years ago or something, 10 to 12 years ago. And there he goes, Edgar Allan Poe knows about some kind of brothers that you had But this is infants, yeah, and babies. See, the infants can't grab themselves. They can't protect themselves. They can't make this shit go away. Yes, we are locked in, and now this frequency is touching everybody. Whatever this thing is, this electrical current that now what they do is they move some type of, it's either graphene. I saw lead detox pop up, which tells me now they're putting any kind of metals that they can find in the chemtrails, and knowingly what's already in there, right? They may not even have to add shit anymore, you lazy pricks. But then they'll have some with magnetism. They'll pull them in a certain spot, and then they will attack those with a combination of statoelectric energy and magnetism. And now they're fondling you while they're playing with their little dicks. Do you remember that there are infants, little kids? There are people who don't have hands, and even kids who can't protect themselves. I refuse to believe that this is the world that I'm living in, and that when I say these things, somebody goes, meh, fondling infants. Does it make me a pedophile? If nobody knows. Yes, it does, right? It absolutely does. And this, and hello, so, God, I love you. And this is, she's right. She's right. You don't even realize this is your mind. This is your mindset. If nobody knows, I can keep doing this. And now all of this shit is coming out about the things that these people were doing to her and other people like her. The gifted, mostly women, yup, and children. Questionable behavior, to say the least. Thank you, sir. But this is, Henry Watson, he was sacrificed for in 1984. Ironically, okay. Man. This is now Queen of Swords. I am apprehensive that maybe just saying things isn't enough. Maybe saying I'm ready to go. I think that whatever these types are, or whatever this mothership thing is, it is an actual signal. That word signal popped up on that app a few times too. And that could be what they were trying to say, now that it's about 6 months later. Yeah, what? I'm going to put names. Josie Parker, Amanda Hyman. Oh. Huh. Yeah, the irony. I think I actually grew mine back. I'm not even sure, but it feels like something like that. Yeah, you can grow them back. When people grow teeth, so that would be weird to think you couldn't grow that back. Andrea Wallace-Jones Tucker Marshall. Huh? Seesaw advocate. Yeah, I'm getting real because I'm tired of this. Can everybody feel this now? Now that it's enclosed, I mean really enclosed. All of this, Matt, tell them to show you in your mind what it looks like inside where we're at. You see all this electricity? You see this now? It's zapping, right? With electrical wires and Wi-Fi. What are they? It's towers. And now you have metal in your bodies. So the metal is pulling in. Do you understand how deep this goes? I need for some people, okay? I need for some people who have money and who know people to stop what you're doing and handle something, because whatever this is that you're doing, some of you, it's not what you're supposed to be doing and you can't stand it anyway. For others of you, you've already maxed out with what this is that you're doing. Now you're just kind of cruising on a ship to nowhere. All right. This is going to get worse and worse and worse until some of you get together. Some of you already did, and then you don't fucking follow through with anything. The only ones who are following through with shit, and please don't put this on them, are the ones who are filleting people. And it's because this is a craft for them. But don't make them have to deal with this mental too of figuring shit out, and then where we just assume that these guys are going to do it. We need some more of the other. We need the special ops that don't have to be technically that, but with no physical. Because I think some of you, I know what kind of people they are. And I don't want to walk around now with machine guns, although it's fun. Favorite accessory, yes. It's just not meant for you, or you guys are older now when you used to do that. But whatever it is, you see what I'm saying. Place yourself in a role. Don't let somebody choose the role for you. That's too much. Been in a flash mob. Yeah, don't wait for the mob to handle everything, okay? That's not fair. This is who we are as people now. Oh, I'm just gonna, well, they got it. Yeah, hand exchange. Would you like to switch? Would you? Let's had a nickname for my special parts. Been in a flash mob and somebody got stabbed. This was something coming back to somebody. Quick too, because I feel like they just stabbed somebody with a needle, or they just did something to somebody and they turned around and boom, they walked right into something. Yeah, they did that to someone special. You know, the star card is my special card. This is the wild one. Ooh, baby, I'm a wild one. Right? Now they're putting a frequency of 282 hertz out to induce some type of lust behavior so that you pull your pants down and stick your hand down your pants. Elon. You of all people, huh? Well, I know that all of you that are in the public eye are fucking suspect. We don't trust not one of you. I mean, the ones, you know, with political power and this, that, or the other. It seems like you're forcing a narrative. We see a lot of you all of a sudden. For somebody that's so private, we sure do see a lot of you. It does. It feels like, damn, this bitch is bringing all this attention that we need to now. Just talk about some of the things that she's talking about, because people know that, what, you know what I mean? They know. This is the conversation that was had. I'm going to try and do it verbatim. Just put something out. Just something out that says that she's not entirely crazy, because if that's you know, we keep trying to make this woman look 100% crazy now with what people are finding out and putting together themselves logically, then we're going to be seen as everything that she says is going to be believed now. And someone goes, and they didn't know what to call it. They already are believing everything that she said and says. And there are people who quit. Yep. It's been a flash mob, hand exchange. This could even be you exchanged. You were part of that experiment of getting exchanged, right? They also, what they showed me in my mind too, while I sit here with my hand on my crotch, but it's comfortable for me. Yep. They showed me, I'm guessing it usually is me. Possibly a few clones or something like that, but we're saying me for now. With all these different guys showing up as my husband. It wasn't a stage and it wasn't acting. But I know that would be an easy out for some people to say, let's erase her. You'll never erase this part of my existence. And it's not because I'm so excited to relive it in my mind. It's because there's something that's fated to happen. Whatever that is. This sacrifice of mine, will not be in vain. And it will not be for nothing. They kept, and I knew that it wasn't him. Whoever it was, I knew that it wasn't him. And at this point, I don't even care what happened, why it seemed like he just went missing. Whether it was because he wanted to get away from something or thought something was better, whether there's a possibility that he was taken to a whole other fucking planet. Okay, the possibilities for me are endless when it comes to the shit that I know people are capable of making and making happen through some other form of intelligence, though. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. And I kept hearing he's in another dimension. And that could mean so many things. That could mean that one's more awakened than the other. You know, like they're still hanging out with their friends and they don't see the world for what it really is. That could be the other dimension. It could be literally another dimension. It could be like, well, there's life on planet Uranus now. And you know why they wanted him there. You know? And then what else could it be? It could be that he's gone, you know. why do I keep saying you know? Who the fuck says you know like this? That's anyway. Please remove that. It's annoying me. And all these other guys were being sent to the home that I was in with a little boy. I had a child, PJ. And I knew they would play it back for me in my mind, and then I would hear even my telepathic thoughts at the time saying, oh man, I know he's not my husband, but it's bad. I know which one this is. Names didn't seem to matter with me, even though one was Johnny. No, that's not true. Not Eric. It was Johnny, and then Alex or Alejandro or something like that. But these men must have looked similar, and it could have been whether they was forced that way by duplicating or their doppelgangers, or we found out that they were all brothers, and this is another reason why there was this soul connection, but different with everyone. That's what it was. And I didn't sleep with any of them. There was always something that interrupted, or they couldn't, because they knew, I believe what I felt was the guys knew that this was an experiment, because they were walking and go, oh my God, I don't want to do this. I don't want to leave. You know, like, oh my God, like I didn't realize I was going to feel this way for her. It's dangerous when you do this, because you're removing a man from his woman. And then whatever you're doing with him, I mean, they're showing me probes on someone's head, but I think someone's trying to force that idea, and it could be because they just thought they were going to have the best of both worlds. I mean, I'm an amazing woman, and we're the ones that this shit happens to. I don't separate myself from not being fooled, but just being betrayed. So there is a possibility that this person thought, or that they were gay. You know, they could have been they could have been a victim of this forced agenda, although I don't want to just put that on people and give them this get out of jail free card, right, with the decisions that they made sexually. Some people had shit put in their drink to make them horny, and then gay men were brought around them. This feels a little different, and I want to find out what was up with this, as this isn't just a story that possibly pertains to me, but it could be for many where you feel, were you being shown things in your mind too of possibly a situation where you had men showing up, and then there was this baby, and they would say, hold on, where's Pete? And it feels weird. It feels like this could have been done multiple times, and that it's the same person, different names. And I believe that there's some weird game in place where you're not being fair on your side when somebody has already won and defeated this type of mental, who would the bleep that I marry, Hunger Game type thing, that you keep separating them. For everybody, it's not about the money or about whatever this initial reason was. It was about being with a certain person or being around certain people, because there was some type of sense of family there of some sort, right? I mean, how valuable that is just to even say, I like being around you. The rarity of that now. But to do it over and over again, and testing out these memory erasing techniques too, when two people, or there's a group of people that find each other magnetically, because it's possible that there were many people involved with this community. It could have been a cult, what some would call a cult. It could have been some type of just group where we separated ourselves because we saw the shit we're seeing now before. And you become a threat to something else. Why though? We see that so what? They couldn't have complete domination if you guys separated yourself from the world they wanted to dominate. You become not even so much an adversary, but that's what they thought. See, that's their perspective. You guys possibly just I want to just do our own thing. Or if it was just the two of you, whatever this is. I don't want to be your competition now. I don't want to take over shit, and we'll out of sight, out of mind. That wasn't good enough. So now somebody could be in jail. If they did this, if they were going to try and play and go back and forth, there could have been, there was some type of gossip. And I think that instead of this person saying, let me ask or find out, it was, this feels like the reliable source, right? This is governor, mayor, this is mom, and I can feel I can't get angry, but I'm angry because she's right. And now, and just holding what information needed to be told to this person, and now they're finding out this is that methodical, diabolical shit where, oh, you get a visit now from mom, or you get a visit now from the same person who, in your face, that planned a lot of this, is now playing savior or support, caregiver. And now this information is going to come out. You know why? Because they can feel that it's going to anyway. I need to play good cop. Here's where I come in, kid. Yeah? Is this Danny Tiffany? Here's where I come in, kid. Alright, let's find out what was going to happen here. Yeah, this is whoever this guy is, whoever this male is, this is the narcissist of all fucking narcissists. I don't know if this is the guy that's locked up, or this is this person's dad. Oh, the parents. Oh, both of them. Stern father and a mother that, what is this walking away from? So this could be abandonment issues from the mom and a dad that he couldn't please. Oh my God, I see why the universe separated you from this motherfucker. Yeah, and then she also left, and this is a mom where, I'm going to go out. 9 of Cups, I'm going out to get a drink. See you next Wednesday. Yeah, Queen of Cups, more drinks. Hey, you know what happened? Drinks, one drink leads to another drink. I just had one after another, yay! Yeah, with the rent money and shit, right? Look, with the hangman and the devil, this turns into... Whew. This could be now the hangman, where she could have been a sex addict too. Yep. But whatever, and married with a child, yeah. So this whole thing where he didn't respect the vows. That's what it is. This implantation is, I'm gonna be just like my dad. I might as well just be just like my dad. Now the dad could have cheated on the mom and shit, or whatever it was. This is just taking on that role willingly, though. Maybe assuming that you were going to be just like... Now, they could have said this gossip and shit, and I don't know if the editing played a part here, but there was definitely something where he could have thought that you cheated or something like that. I would never have left my wife. So tell me what the fuck this is. Now, with the strength. Yeah, I feel like you were, oh my God. Oh my God. Did you feel stuck in this anyway? This could have been some type of gift from the universe that this happened. You could have met somebody else through this experience, actually, is what I feel. I'm grateful. Look, this is, oh my God, I'm so grateful and happy that, yep, this is how, look at this. Thank you, universe, so much, because we were just arguing and fighting, and I had to deal with his fucking mom, and now she doesn't come over, and I hope that wherever they took him, that she winds up, you know. But I feel like you had a tremendous amount of respect. I feel so much respect, and knowing that this is why you turned out the way that you did, I just can't deal with it. Hold on. I just can't deal with it. You cleaned, something cleaned the house for you. Yeah, you could have came from money or something, and you wouldn't invest in them, which would mean I won't lend you money anymore. I'm not giving you money to open up a business that never shows up. Yeah, you secretly moving this shit to other places. Like, I gave you fucking money to do something. I see no revenue. I don't see you having any meetings, but they're lying about going and make... This is a con family, is what this is. So... And I feel like this was a blessing in disguise by some beings of yours. They wanted you by yourself. They wanted you closed off from the world. They wanted you closed off from dick. Whatever this thing was, is because, I think that before this shit happened again, where your memory was possibly affected, we'll say, and then you were put in this situation again to be part of an experiment to see how deep is your love. That's the next one gonna be. This is so fucking bad that this shit, this is a hyper addiction to mimicking TV shows, quotes, playing it out in real time. And it's fine when you're doing it on stage and you let people know that that's what it is. But when you're fucking with innocent people's lives, something else has a problem with that. And I know, Edgar, that you're going to feel real bad right now. Go ahead. Just go do it. Go plan it. Yeah. All right. Just be the best at whatever it is that you're doing. Another issue here is, right, they're hoping that you're going to forget everything that you already learned about the situation. And it could have been about the gay thing. It could have been, I can't believe how many are actually sick from the overwhelming shock of you, that really you slept without anything. Is this more popular in the gay community than it is the straight community? I'm not sure. I'm not obliged to answer that question. And I plead the fifth. There you are again, Patricia. Who is this? Caroline Bixby. Whitney. Hi. I think once in 86 or something. I don't know. We could be 1,000 years old for all I know. But, right, this is abandonment, but this is also, oh my God. They wanted you to feel this way. Oh man, I thought I was gone, but I'm going to flip some more out. They're the woman. And they could have even done this to gay couples too. It feels like the feminine type of, right? The gay couples who didn't want to get involved with it. And Jen, this is so sloppy because there's the gay who want to push this, which feels real dark Babylonian drag queen. And then you have the gay guys who's like, I just want to suck my husband's cock. You know what I mean? That's all I want to do. I don't want to get into any shit. I don't want to be a part of any societies. I just want to be who I am and like who I like, and that's it. I believe you were targeted as well, but not as much as the women were. They wanted to keep this. Now, there's a very good possibility that you were also a product of this child experiment of neglect. Separation. It's constant separation, bringing men into your life, having them betray you, causing problems, ripping them from your life, and it's supposed to break you as a woman. And some women did break, and you're not here anymore, and I'm sorry that happened to you. Some, it could be that the dagger that they used for you, they bled by it, which would mean, because there are children who watch my channel behind their parents' backs, and you're learning a lot. So I'm gonna, in child's terms, it could be that all of this stuff with erasing your memory is what kept you from being broken. Yeah, at the same time, they were doing things on a grand scale, whether it was these other beings or whether they were doing it and didn't, it's so impulsive and I need to control this, that one thing overlaps the other and then something, now you have this cover where we're covering this up, but they need a little bit of this for that and a little bit of this for that. So this cover comes off and now all this shit gets exposed. Some of it's getting exposed naturally and you're blaming other people who just kind of say what needs to be said. That's not fair. Special parts. Somebody recognized it real quick. They paid attention to how you flirt with me, the words you say, What side do you smell? Because some of these guys had scripts. All right, and you know how many of you engaged in this or it happened to, and you have no idea because of this other thing that they're proving through me, where my memory's erased in seconds. I have to actively pause that or wait and let something know that I wish to have that memory come back, and it does usually, unless I distract myself from retaining that information, or attaining it and then retaining it, I guess you could say. But how dangerous and great it is that happens. When you have these things, though, popping up in your mind and you're not asking for it, they're letting you know something. Whether it's, this one may come back, but look at what they did. Or it could be that, see, there's always this mix between good and evil, light and dark, above, below, all around, where there could be some angry female ancestors who don't want you to be with a man in this lifetime because they're miserable and they're stuck in the spirit realm in some weird place. And then there would be some more down-to-earth female who would rather you heal these men and maybe have another... now that we know to request things, and that we have a lot of control over our own bodies now in different ways, even with our imagination, taking what we're learning now and locking what we know to be true somewhere so that we never forget this shit again, and just making that be known, right? Because I think a lot of us are just we're getting into other areas of spirituality when it comes to our minds, and using it for good now, and having control of whatever these thoughts are playing in our heads, because they will become things, right? Like, please don't show me dinosaurs for a fucking half an hour, and the next thing you know, I just happened to run into one on a trip in the safari and shit. But they do exist as well, and there are people who saw footage of some dragons. And could you please give me the credit where it's due for me, please? That was me too. See, what they did was, when they replay these things that they show in my brain, having it connected like 11, and now they have to do it remotely for reasons, yeah. They edited that too. 90% of the crazy, oh my God, supernatural shit is me. The information, even some people who got information and posted it and put it together with other information, you know what I mean? A lot of it came from me and this telepathic thing, and me just putting things out there, but other people want to take credit for it. And then you get into knowing. Do you feel the eagerness? She cares again. You're sick. This is not the way to get unsick, is to keep doing it. Not many of you aren't changing. Like you feel the only thing that I can say consistently that I know to be true, and about as true as you can get, is what I said was going to happen. Where the burning and boiling and blisters and nowhere to cool off. There will be no water left on this planet. It has everything to do with how you treat your creator. Everything. It has, fuck what you did to other people. I realize that doesn't matter. I can't imagine being a creation, fucking up my life, and now wanting to attack the one who created me to be some type of ascended, supernatural, great, successful being, but I fucked it up. So now I want to. Do you imagine Frankenstein getting mad at his creator? Is that what happened? I mean, here I am. You could tell that some of the parts weren't quite right, but I'll tell you what, he stuck out like a sore thumb, right? You make the best of that. You make sure the attention that you bring to yourself is going to help you in life. Nickname for my special parts. Let's just flip out some letters. What is this, please? PR. ER. Nope. And Prana. Realic2, which I believe that just means you could tell when that, because it wasn't real, or you could tell as soon as they walked in the door. And once again, I want to remind people that you may not even remember that you were involved with this. And why they keep bringing this to my attention is I think that they just want the people that they selected. If you remember a lot about this stuff, it's because you were chosen by something great to be the putter outer of information when it comes to this topic. People are waiting. You're waiting for some type of financial offer, but the problem is everybody's doing that. You see what I'm saying? Somebody has to break the chain of just fucking waiting and not taking any action when it comes to a lot of things. It's a lot of planning, and I'm gonna do this, and then when I say, it doesn't matter. It could be something stupid. I have a thought in my head. I run out of this. I go immediately to the store. If I can handle it immediately, I do. This needs to happen with many things. The world is at a fucking standstill. Can anybody else feel it? Even the people who have one, they're at a standstill too. It's supposed to be this way. Yeah, I'm getting heavier, but it's not fat. It feels like dangerous crystallization and molding together of elements and gases and stuff inside my body. That's making me super... I weighed myself at my aunt's the one day, and I thought her fucking scale was off. It said 136 pounds. I'm thinking there's no way unless it's my tits. I forgot about all of this structure that's being created in my body, whether it's visible or not, and whether the x-rays are 100% honest or not. Two Hand Cow has the original. I couldn't even say it. There's so many things. All right. Okay, well this now this is after the fact. For those where I'm seeing things, you know. This is even from camcorders and stuff. Do you remember we had camcorders? Some of us have those tapes, those tapes that went in them and shit. And we talked about shit that we did, and that stuff that she's talking about. That if that didn't happen yet, that's going to happen, where somebody's going to start checking their VHS tapes and stuff about where people were sitting around and you could hear conversations. Yeah, man. And you're going to see what people actually look like before all of this lens altering and scope altering shit. But I believe now in hindsight, we're going to talk about what's up in hindsight. I should have, at work, when it came to work, this could have been a job where I'm going away on business. And I have one of those special jobs I can't talk about, yeah. They definitely targeted husbands who had these types of jobs. And some of them knew. I'm telling you, some of them knew. This is what happened. Some of them knew and wanted to get away from their wives for good. Others knew, and they were blackmailed with something. Okay, and this could have been when this editing came out. Like, what the fuck do you mean I did this shit? Are you out of your mind? But it's them. Now, either somebody knew that they had a twin or some type of doppelganger with editing, and it looked like they were doing something with somebody. It could have been someone too young. Well, whatever happened, man, this is the result, and this is going to be all over unless you do this. We would need you to leave. Or others were... they had no idea. Well, they knew, but they thought they were going away for something else, and they wound up being placed in something. They showed me a motherfucker being put in some type of med bed or pod, as if being preserved. They didn't know what to do with him, and it could be because he's dangerous. These pussy willows, absolutely. And right, and then having possibly their memories erased. But I'm dipping into the diabolical part of this, where we don't want to erase both of their memories completely. We want at least one of them to remember the horrible shit. So now you have usually they want to turn the men against the women. This is what happened. It grew over time into just this fucking abortion / diarrhea / menstrual cycle on the third day type of shit, where nothing is working for anybody now. What is this? I don't even know what reality is anymore. There's so many add-ons and extensions to stuff, and it's just so weird, right? Like, is this the virtual reality now? And like, bring me back to the other one, please. And then it got to, I'm just kind of winging it here while I'm talking. Turning the men against the wives. So what would I do? I would implant now, because they're showing me you, E, at a board now, implanting memories in people's brains from remotely. This would be the fighting, and then even implanting someone else's memories and false memories too, right? Now that we can project imagery in our heads, we can put the memory in, and then at any given time we can force that memory. Go, why am I thinking of this? We can even wait till a song comes on and have somebody watch this person 24/7, and that's your fucking life's purpose and job, is to sit there and watch where they go, what they listen to, because this is your mission today. I can't believe that this is what I'm picking up. I can't fucking believe. There's someone that sits there. The mission is to implant this memory so he thinks that she cheated. That's all you have to do today. I don't care how many times you got to do it. Just be smooth about it. That was the exact words from Colonel Jessup. I can't fucking believe that this is what colonels and fucking generals and shit are doing. I'm not going to be careful about nothing, because the people who actually are handling shit are people that you'll never see face to face. And I don't know if you've ever met any of these people, and I don't believe you would want to. But now they wait for a song to come on, all right? And if they feel they don't pick up, they're watched by someone. There's a lot of watching and observing for you people in high places, isn't there? A lot of fucking just spying and watching and sitting, and that's why a lot of you gain weight and you got big bellies and shit, and your health is deteriorating. You got real lazy. They watch. Why aren't they doing it? Isn't that their song from their wedding? Yo, do it now. And what they'll do is they now force a telepathic thought, but they're going to project the imagery as well. The Easy 500 or 5,000, I don't think it matters. They both have the same kind of ideal. Where, now, my God, is that them letting me know? See, they wait, possibly, until these guys acknowledge, holy shit, maybe they're sending me shit to let me know stuff, because now they're wiping memory, and I believe it. So I'm just going to ask them, these guys will tap into your brain. I'm telling you, this is what brain hacking is. They will tap into your, and then they will force a storyline and a narrative to keep you wherever it is they want you. What he's learning now, and once this man is brought back to the woman that he wants to be with and she wants to be with, without any government motherfucker saying that you can and cannot, because you will all be removed and stopped with force. That I really should have I didn't know that it was going to be like this. This is even like touching. I'm looking back now, and it's a lot of hugs and arms over my shoulder and pats on the ass without being in a locker room. Like, this isn't high school and shit. Yeah, you can't hide your ass. Is that you, Pat? You can't. You're lying ass. Yeah. A little bit of sweet. Oh, man. Manipulation over what? Matrix? What is illusion? I don't know what else to say. This is overwhelming for me. But how we're going to look at it now is, I can't change the shit that happened in the past, right? Some people are going to want to seem like they want to get revenge for you, but there's a plan in place that doesn't involve these people now. And you're going to be more methodical about the plan, and it may just be you with this plan. Because here's a friend or a younger sibling that they flipped out. What's what's up with this person? Tell me about this person, please. Yeah, no. They're saying no. That's done. No friends. No new friends at all. Just these alien beings. Rely on them or ask them. I feel like they're saying just in some way ask them to bring you at least one person. Because for whatever this is, yeah, you're going to work very well. It may be 2 to 3 other people, and that's it. Say, please bring me somebody, yeah, that a healthy type of thing. You have to say, make it a solid friendship or somebody that has good intention when it comes for me getting to wherever this is you need to go. Yeah. That was heavy. Iota. That's what this spells. We'll talk about this. IOTA. 1 iota of what? 1 iota of gossip. I don't want one. The devil card is lies, deceit, editing, right? Shady behavior. Can I please get an explanation without 1 iota of lies, please? Here's you walking and then getting on some boat. Who lured them to the dock and then walked away? Josephine Miller Cranston. This bitch. Okay. And Elda. Yeah. M.I. This is for Michelangelo, and Miguel. TF. Is this a Tiffany? Or Michelle? MC. I heard McCallum again. So whatever that McCallum was. Wasn't this a huge nuclear thing that was being built? Or some type of boom? I'm not in the mood to stop. 1 iota of... You don't have 1 iota of evidence that they're wrong either. This is just kind of neutral and do-over. See? I told you. You're going to have a do-over. Stolen a condom from my mom or dad. And let's talk about this. Tell me about this. Oh my God. Are you going to have a do-over with a child or a parent? Stolen a condom from my mom or dad. Oh, this mother. Somebody wants to do it again without any of those types of females in their life. I can't believe that my own mother, my sister, really? Whoa. And this person, yeah, I can't get away quick enough. Yep. The constant daggers thrown at my wife or my husband over this is unreal. Preel? Is it Preale possibly? Is that someone's last name? I didn't pick up on that earlier, but this could definitely be for you. They knocked everything that you did. They knocked your food. They knocked your winemaking, I heard. They knocked your gardening, your decor, everything. How did I not see this? And why did I stick around and say that this is acceptable? Yeah, I mean, even your measuring skills, saying that you put too much of this and that, which would be your cooking, I guess, right? This could even be, let's say that you were manufacturing. They knocked your product, everything. This is skill with the Temperance, and this Three of Pentacles for me is skill of some type of alien skill, okay? This is different than just, I finally got the round peg in the round hole. This is, give me a fucking chisel and I'll make that bitch square from round somehow. Yeah, I will. What do you want? You want a hex head? What do we right? How many sides do you want? Ah, yeah, I see it now. Everyone else picks up, yeah, do over again and places it on the table face up, which for me would be all cards on the table now. Oh boy, that's difficult. If this was a child, I don't think they can do it. I think they're still stuck in some type of, let's just say hypothetically, because we do have people who stopped aging. You know, no one's going to tell you. You have to tell yourself. People look at you funny. Whatever this is, you could have done a ritual and it's taking place, or you're just a god or a goddess and incarnate, and it's becoming more and more clear every day. It could be that they have a child that, you know, seems interested in you. This could even be a stepchild too. Well, I would like an opportunity. Yeah. While you were getting even. I would like an opportunity, but this woman is so closed off and she's so exquisitely educated on people, personality, and feeling that there's no way. If you're not, this is what someone's uncle said, this is your life and you deal with him or her, whatever, however you want to, but you're going to have some kind of kickback. You know that there's going to be flack coming from these people. And he's like, I don't care. She said, I don't care. So then what happens is, this was the advice. Make sure that you're ready for something like this. You know, make sure that you're ready for that one first. Because that one may be more difficult to deal with than the rest of the family. How so? And then they told him about how cutthroat you are with your words, or that you can see right through people, that you live your life in a way you believe in spiritual law and karma, which has you looking at things differently. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I don't think it's going to work, because that's a Ten of Swords. Now, don't even try it. And get the fuck off my boat, is what someone said. Not only am I going to take this back, but I'm going to marry her on it. They showed me on a boat getting proposed to with a child and pregnant by one. But they also showed me, and I think these are just possibilities, right? Is it possible that in the beginning, when this other thing, for whatever reason that they left, they weren't strong enough to either see something for what it is, handle something the way that they should have as a man or a woman, and then the separation happened. You were susceptible now to the jaws of the system and this experiment. They weakened it. They weakened your unit, absolutely. But you're one of those people, I can feel it, where I met some pretty great people though, you know. I forget what I was going to say. I met some pretty great people throughout the process. These could have been prospects, not for this experiment, but by because of a greater plan, by a greater force, where we wanted to bring you're her type, she's your type. But then it comes down to what? I protect you, I get put on the street, right? I defend you, or I go up against this, I lose everything. And I'm just not ready to do that. Nope. These would be the younger ones too, usually are more susceptible to this than the older guys who are just a little wiser about what's important. Right. I'm here for a good time, not a long time, you know. They want they still want to, I want to have this isn't even options. This is just, I straight up like to come and go as I please. I know that I'm not going to find better than you, but I'm just not ready to, I'm in my own world. Jillian, I want you there when I need you there for sexual reasons, and then I'm just off into my own little world. I'm just not ready to commit. Are we over an hour now? Excuse me, I need to look at something. An hour. We just hit that at that moment. Yeah, someone's gonna fact check that. I was off by 3 seconds. Jesus Christ. Sometimes it is me doing it to myself, but sometimes it's not. This is science and investing in what I thought was science. This is overwhelming. I'm picking up on some people that invested money when what they thought was going to be something that was going to, I was excited for the outcome, but now I'm finding out it was for this experiment, or even worse I already talked about the weapons of mass destruction, but they could have intertwined here, especially if you were a big challenge when it came to this experiment, even if it's for the third, fourth. Sandra, Taylor, I think this is the second time that this shit was done to you two. I think it's 5 for others. Yeah, I'm done with that. There is somebody who's done with that. Alright, this in and out shit, and this is it. Right here. This relationship here with the 10 of Pentacles for me is worth more than gold. Yep. Somebody was smart enough to see and take in all the information. I took in the lies, and when you can pick out the lies, you can tell the truth by the lies. Very, very sharp guy here. And I started putting together the truth myself by not forcing it but letting it come together itself. And what I can say is, if I had this opportunity, and maybe I will ask some other beings to create this opportunity for me, I'm going to take it and handle it a hell of a lot different than you all did. And this is a leader, okay? This is also somebody that with the moon, this guy gets shown things too in dreams. This could even be a dream interpreter. But this is finding a way to control your dreams. This feels like a weird inception. So he could be real strong-minded is what I feel like this is. Like, you're not going to get one over on me. And oh, this is a dangerous man. Mentally. Very handsome. Yeah, I'm telling you, with this guy can remote view. Okay, and he's very secretive about the gifts that I didn't even know I had. A lot of these. Some of them I did. I didn't know that that's what it was. But now I'm saying, shit. I don't even think he can say this out loud, because somebody like this, you're going to piss off others who don't have this. They don't see it, that it turns into a curse eventually if you can't get a handle on it. But for right now, these are working for you because you're getting actual truth, and you're going by feeling, right? That this innate lie detector feeling that we have. I'm tugging on my right ear. There's 2 of them on the right. Oh, Jada, not you. Jada and Penguin. Yeah, you're going to be disappointed to find out you can't trust them either. What is this? Great-grandchildren and shit? Like, I can't even trust the motherfucker that's in the womb. My granddaughter came in pregnant, and I didn't want to talk around the belly. That's how closed off someone is now. Because I can tell that you want to cause, you want me to argue or fight. So I don't handle this. Somebody's got some pieces of antenna. This is for someone totally different. Be careful that they're going to try and use this shit to attack you. And for others, use these pieces of antenna that you found in your yard to just create weapons just to have around the house, just because I know you're bored and you don't have much going on. Yeah, this shit will make you happy, so. create a fire. Forge in the fire type of shit. Absolutely. Alcohol. So I don't have anything. No, I mean the actual, excuse me, the rubbing alcohol. It'll start something for a little bit so that you can, it goes out, alcohol goes out kind of quick, right? It does what it needs to do, and then it removes itself. For the guy, there's going to be somebody that you're going to get some type of message from. And I think that whoever this guy is, he is a good guy, and the information that he gets, he has a reputation, and it's a pretty good one. But I'm going to be honest, I feel like he could be a little attracted to you. And I honestly think that if there was somebody where, oh, we're supposed to get together, and they keep delaying it, I don't know who this is for, but they keep delaying it, it's because every time they come around you, their dick gets hard, and I don't feel like there's a woman involved here. So it's you. There would be ways that they would let you know too, but it would be weird how they would let you know that. Like, what do they do? Make your dick hard when you inquire about it? Like, if they let's just say that they pay attention to your thoughts, and they can tell that you're saying to yourself, why haven't they called me back? And then why is my dick getting hard? You could see that as, it's dangerous. That you could see that as, holy shit, am I attracted to them? Am I supposed to be gay? Right? Or it could be them letting you know that that's why they can't come around you. And you could have picked up on this too, where they keep grabbing their crotch or turning around or putting something in their lap. And whatever you were going to converse with them about, I'm being told, would have agitated the situation more than it would have helped. And on that note, I'm leaving. Goodbye.